Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa, whose real name was Unjis Gongshbohakshu, was born on August 26, 1910, in the city of Skopje, which is now in North Macedonia. She had a simple and humble childhood. Her family wasn't wealthy, but they were filled with love and a strong faith in God. From a very young age, Mother Teresa showed a deep compassion for people who were suffering. She would often go out of her way to help the poor and the sick in her neighborhood. Her family's kindness and faith had a big influence on her. As she grew older, Mother Teresa felt a strong calling from God to help those in need. She realized that her life's mission was to care for the poorest and most vulnerable people. This calling would shape the rest of her life. Mother Teresa's early years taught her the importance of love, compassion, and caring for those less fortunate. These values became the foundation of her incredible work in the years to come. When she turned 18, Unjis left her home and family to follow her calling to serve God by helping the poor. She joined a group of nuns called the Sisters of Loreto and went to Ireland to start her training as a nun. She learned many things, including how to care for the sick and the needy. After finishing her training, Sister Teresa, as she was now known, was sent to India. This country would become her home and the place where she would begin her life's work, helping those who were suffering. Sister Teresa worked as a teacher in a school for girls in Calcutta. But one day, as she was traveling by train, she felt a very strong call from God to go out into the slums and help the poorest of the poor. She couldn't ignore this calling, so she left the school and began her incredible mission. She knew it would be a tough journey, but she was determined to follow what she believed was God's plan for her life. This decision marked the beginning of her lifelong dedication to helping the poorest, and it ultimately led to her founding the Missionaries of Charity. Sister Teresa personally cared for the sick, fed the hungry, and comforted the dying. Her selfless work in the slums became known around the world. People from different countries admired her and wanted to help her cause. In 1979, Mother Teresa received the Nobel Peace Prize for her dedication to helping those in need. She used the prize money to further her mission. Sister Teresa was often called Mother as a sign of respect and affection. This title is commonly used in religious orders. It was a way of recognizing her as a spiritual mother and a guiding figure for her organization and the many individuals she cared for throughout her life. Mother Teresa's mission spread beyond Calcutta, and the Missionaries of Charity established centers in many countries, including the United States, serving the poor and the sick across the world. She met with world leaders and dignitaries, including Princess Diana and US presidents. These meetings brought attention to her work and inspired others to help those in need. Mother Teresa's life was marked by many challenges and difficulties. Mother Teresa also faced criticism and opposition. Some people questioned her methods and the conditions in her homes for the dying. Some critics argued that her approach was insufficient. They believed that more medical attention was needed for those in her care. Some reports suggested that the living conditions in the homes run by the Missionaries of Charity were extremely basic. Some criticized the lack of advanced medical equipment or the use of reused needles. Mother Teresa firmly believed in the power of love She defended her approach, saying that her mission was not about curing illnesses, but about providing dignity and love to those who had been forgotten by society. Despite the criticism, Mother Teresa remained committed to her mission. She believed that her work was a response to a higher calling, and she continued to provide care and love to the poorest of the poor. Mother Teresa experienced health issues in the later years of her life. She suffered from various health problems, including heart and lung issues. In 1983, she had a heart attack while visiting Rome. Despite her health challenges, she continued her work, showing remarkable resilience and determination. Mother Teresa passed away on September 5, 1997. Her legacy of compassion and selfless service to the poor and sick continues to inspire people around the world, earned her recognition and admiration, as well as her eventual canonization as Saint Teresa of Calcutta by the Catholic Church.